If you're struggling at all with your sweep picking, then here are some things you might want to look at. First two is kind of universal things that will just help all the time. One of them being one that I talk about a lot, and that is your right hand motion. You want to think of the right hand motion as a bit of a slower, more consistent chord strum rather than picking each individual note. It's one consistent motion up and down through the strings. The second universal tip is staying relaxed. Staying relaxed and not being tense just helps every single technique all the time. But specifically for sweep picking, it helps your left hand positioning, which we'll talk about when we talk about muting, and helps your picking hand motion stay loose, nice with one motion. That helps a lot when you're loose. If you're struggling to get a sweep sound, if you're struggling to get a clean sound while sweeping, it might be because you're just palm muting. We need to be muting with both our hands when sweep picking. Palm muting, self-explanatory, very easy, but you can't palm mute on the way down through the strings. So what we do there is we use our left hand, our picking hand, to mute the strings. And there's two ways of doing this that I do. One of them is gently releasing the note when we fret. So we end up not pulling our finger away, but resting it on the string. So if we just pull our finger off, we get that. If we rest our finger on the string after we fretted, we get nothing, because our finger is muting the string. Another way we can do this, and this is why I talked about staying loose, is we want to use sort of the pads or this portion of our finger to mute the string below. So if I curl my fingers fully over, you're going to hear a lot of noise we don't want to hear. A lot of noise. Whereas if we have our fingers more flat, we can use this portion of our fingers to mute the string below. So we end up with and then like that. They're muted. Another thing, if you're stuck with sweep picking in any way, like you can't progress, is playing really slow. I don't tend to do this for any other techniques, but for sweep picking, there's a lot of technique needed, a lot of precision. Really helps if you get the technique down. Get everything perfect and then you can start to build speed.